Now, welcome to another Visions review, where this time we're going to be discussing the 5th episode, or the one called The Ninth Jedi. And I will again open by saying that this is a fantastic episode. The first time I watched them, I'm now watching them the second time with you, of course, this one was my favorite, and now it's a toss-up between this and The Village Bride for me. And I'm not going to pick one right now. Maybe at the end of our reviews, we'll go back and do a ranking video or something for fun. But this is 1 and 2 with the Village Bride for me. This episode, I loved this episode.
Oh, I definitely agree. I like this episode a lot too. Yeah. Out of the five I've seen, yeah. These are the top 2. Was Village Bride and this one. There was a lot done right again in this one, both for Star Wars and for anime.
It was. I know from the little bit of anime I've seen, this one really had that kind of anime. I'm not that the other ones didn't, obviously, but this one really felt like something I was watching, like a series of anime, which is kind of unfortunate because I would love this to be a series because it leaves you hanging. Series, yeah. But I loved that this went into the far future of the Jedi. There are the whole constructing lightsabers for others and them being like mood rings. Like we could argue that doesn't make sense in the current lore, but
are you kidding me? It makes perfect sense. I mean, the Smith Saber guy, whose name already escapes me, because
there were a lot of names in this one, which is not like a lot of the other ones.
You hear him like once.
I remember Ethan. He was the Jedi, one of the
Ethan and the Margrave.
In the Margrave, yes.
Yeah. Okay, but no, he specifically constructed those sabers to find Sith.
No, I get that. I'm just saying
that he tempered the crystals in order to do that, to convey one's inner self.
I like the idea, especially the way it is used in the episode. I'm saying in classic lore, a Jedi constructing a saber is a very personal experience. It is. It's very important for them to construct their own sabers. This weapon is your life, as Obi-Wan would say.
But apparently this form has been lost to them.
Yeah, I like I said, we are in the far future, so I'm open to different things. I loved it. I loved how it was used to reveal the Sith, and they trick you early in the episode by having her, she turns it on for the first time, there's no color, so you're like, oh, that's weird, and then they kind of explain it, and you're thinking, that's the only reason the only thing it's going to be used to kind of uncover is what color is her saber going to be. You're not thinking of the fact that these other Jedi, who are not Jedi, but they are very much acting like Jedi, are going to be outed as Sith, especially because the one just happened to, well, I'm sure the other ones didn't want to reveal their hand, but the one who was a Jedi was the only one to activate a saber, and it's blue, so you're right away, it takes it out of your head that there might, because the first thing you said when the episode started is, this is a trap, and I'm like, it's a trap, but probably not the way you're thinking.
Which was what was one of the things that was so right about the episode. The fact that, yes, it was a trap, and I'm sure everyone else got the same feeling that it was a trap. We all thought it was a trap to catch the Jedi.
Exactly.
We didn't exactly think it was a trap to catch Sith.
Subverting your expectations in a good, perfect way. I had to say it. I'm sorry, but yes. Yeah, great way.
And the fact that the rabbit's saber changed from red to purple.
I love that when hers changed to green, his changed to purple.
It's like as he started to believe.
It's like he started to believe in the Jedi again. Like he started to believe in the cause because he saw what this girl was doing.
Well, no, he knows the Margrave. He and the Margrave are friends, and the Margrave.
Clearly, yeah.
He says to him, "I'm sorry, I lost myself in the other's darkness." Like being surrounded by that much dark energy from the bad Force users, from the dark side, kind of affected him in a negative way that pushed him farther one way than the other.
Well, I agree. I'm just saying when he saw her saber go green, I think that's the moment, that was the same moment his started to go purple, which is, the moment he started to see the bravery and the courage of this girl and remembered the light side, I believe.
Right, when he kind of came back towards himself. I think the music in this episode was really good, and I think it sounded more Star Wars than The Bride's did.
I was just thinking the same thing. This, of all the episodes, especially these first 5, this one has the most Star Wars-y sounding music.
Yeah, it sounded very, very Star Wars. The costuming was great, and it was definitely costuming again that I could see in Star Wars, no problem.
Yeah, it fit very well. Like I said, it felt like the far future of Star Wars, and when it ends, you're like, we're going to keep going on this adventure, right? I mean, if it would be hard to pick which one, and I know you've only seen 5, hard to pick which one. If I had to pick one that had to continue, it would be difficult to pick, because this one might be at the top of my list just because of the possibilities, and it's somewhere different in the Star Wars timeline.
And I liked how the fight sequences were so interesting to watch. I mean, you have her battling on the ice with the saber, and I thought that was a really cool sequence. Then you have, oh my god, the droid. He cracked me up.
Yeah, the pilot droid or whatever he was.
Yeah. I like that droids are still given such unique personalities.
They all have attitudes and personalities. Yeah,
I'm on my break.
It's a brilliant thing about Star Wars that Lucas originally put into it. The idea that droids would have their own personalities. R2 and 3PO, night and day kind of difference. It's been one of the staples of Star Wars ever since, thankfully.
And I would love to see her droid that she had actually appear in actual Star Wars canon.
Oh yeah,
her little floaty Eve droid, I'm gonna call it, based on from Disney's other thing, WALL-E. There was
WALL-E,
a droid called Eve who looked similar-ish to that. I don't think you've ever seen that.
I've seen WALL-E, actually. Yeah.
So you know what I'm talking about.
I know. Yes, I know what you're talking about. WALL-E's actually a good movie.
It's a very good movie.
It's an interesting look at the potential future of our world. I'll say that. But let's not get off topic.
But I liked her little Eve droid.
No, I did too. Like I said, this was another episode where I got no real complaint. I mean, like I said, you could it doesn't make sense in the lore, but hey, if we're going to go in the far future, it does and it doesn't.
Anything in the far future or the far past is in solid stone.
You're right. I'm not arguing against that. I'm just saying, if we look at it's just the matter of the Jedi building their own lightsaber. But I like that they had this awe of the lightsaber. It's been so long since one of these existed. We don't, I also like that. I mean, they did so much trickery in this, because the first time you see him, you're like, oh, look at him. He's got the red eyes. This is a Sith.
Scary mask, all in black and gold. Yeah, he was a bad guy. Bad guy. You see his robot, and you're like, oh, bad guy.
Yeah, this is a bad guy. It's a trap.
The animation style was really nice, too. It actually reminded me a lot of the last episode. I mean, I know a lot of people said in the comments for The Bride that there was a lot of reference to reminding them of Princess Mononoke from Studio Ghibli. This one had a very similar animation style in some respects to that too. The way everything moved, the fluid motion. Another, gorgeous to watch episode.
No, agreed. I have no complaints. I loved everything about this one. It's crazy. That's 2 in a row that are fantastic.
Right. I mean, the first one in the duel was great animation, but it was all black and white, which was just not.
The duel, was very unique, but it was very just this little snippet of out of context coolness, I guess, is the best way to put it. And it's not that I don't like it. I think it's it's definitely the upper echelon of the episodes. But
I'm just talking about the animation styles.
Oh yeah.
Then you move into Tatooine Rhapsody, which went very chibi on it.
Yeah, it's very childish. I mean, I know chibi. I think that's what chibi means.
No, but
yeah. No, but yes, it is to me.
Style.
No, yes, okay.
Chibi's kind of the word for little.
All I know is Chibi-Yusa from your Sailor Moon.
Yeah,
that's all I know.
Little Usagi, Chibi-Yusa.
Okay. Well, it all makes sense now.
It had. I should throw another word at you. Then it was done in a kawaii style.
That makes no sense to me. Oh.
But then you moved into the more eccentric style that was in the twins, and then these last two had a very similar style, and it's a style that I think is just really well done.
Yeah, like I said, I would love to see this continue. Same style, same everything.
Just keep it on, keep coming.
I mean, I know I said in my other review of the overall of the series, if they do another season of Visions, I think I would prefer just picking one of these and going with it. Yeah, I just feel and really one of my bigger only complaints or gripes about the whole series is it does feel like a sampling or sampler platter, as I said it in the other video, that you're just getting these brief snippets of all these different ideas.
I mean, you said the duel was getting some sort of a write-up.
The duel is getting a book. Yeah, there's a novel coming out that's I kind of based on the time period, and I think the characters or the main character is going to be the same.
Really, it shouldn't be a novel. It should be a manga.
I don't disagree.
I mean, they did Lost Stars as a manga.
Yeah.
So I don't know why they couldn't give us mangas of some of these.
I don't think that's impossible. Like I said, considering the popularity of it, and I'm assuming the popularity of it, I'm not sure just how popular. It seems the most people I hear from either didn't want to watch it or watched it and liked it.
Right.
So, and like I said, I think this appeals to the younger audience. Obviously, the manga audience who is not reading comic books, they're into that. I certainly think Disney could try to capture that market and do more with these stories in manga form, or like I said, another series.
Right. I would be totally behind that.
Yeah.
Just to see the stories continue. I know I'm not the only one who feels that way.
No, you're definitely not. All right. Well, I think that's all we have for you this time. It's another fantastic episode. 5 down, 4 to go for you.
Right.
And for us on the review front too, I suppose. But anyway, tell us what you thought of this episode. Tell us what you thought of The Ninth Jedi in the comments below. And until next time, thanks for watching.
Back at ya.